Okay guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video is on the starter motor system, and the first thing we're going to do on the starter motor system is we're going to calculate our volt drop test. Or we're going to calculate the volt drop, sorry, so we're going to do that by completing a volt drop test. For this we actually need a multimeter. This will be the first part of the procedure. What we're going to actually do is do the volt drop test, calculate it. We're going to remove the starter motor, bench test it, and refit the starter motor again then, okay? So to do a volt drop test, pretty simple. Set your multimeter to 20 DC volts. You have your negative and positive. All we have to do is connect on our multimeter, and you can see we have 12.87 volts, okay? And then you just need to get someone to crank that over for you. Go ahead, Daniel. Okay, knock it off. And you've seen it drop down to 9.9 volts. So we'll just do it one more time to confirm. Go ahead, Daniel. Sorry, 10.62 was the lowest there. So 10.62 is our volt drop. Knock it off, please. So now I want you to go and calculate your volt drop. Okay guys, welcome to the next part of the video. This part then is the removal of the starter motor. Okay, so very first thing you need to do is disconnect the battery, which is at the top end. Then the next thing you need to do after that is find out where the actual starter motor is. Okay, so you need to find out where the transmission is, the gearbox, and where it meets the engine, which is just here. This is where the gearbox meets the engine. So the starter motor will either be at the back end of the engine or the front end of the engine up here, and it'll be going in towards the gearbox, because remember, it needs to turn the flywheel. This one is right here. You can see the body of it there, and just above it you can see we have a 13mm bolt, and we'll have that multi-plug there to take off. Okay, once that's done, we then take off the 14 mounting bolt, which is there, and there's another 14 mounting bolt just right there above that. Okay, so with two mounting bolts for the starter motor to remove, and the electricals for the back of it. Once that's done, we'll wiggle the starter out and remove it down, and we'll get ready for bench testing. Okay guys, welcome to the third and final part of this video, which is to bench test the starter motor. Okay, to bench test the starter motor, the first thing that you will need obviously is your starter motor out. You will need then your booster pack. Okay, turn your booster pack on, and your negative attaches to the body of the starter motor. Okay, and that earths it. And for us to identify if the starter motor is in good condition, we should see the pinion gear come out and spin, rotate. Okay, so to do that, you can see on the solenoid or the plunger, we're going to give it a direct 12 volts with our booster pack, and it's going to send the power directly down to the motor. So it'll plunge out the pinion, and then the 12 volts will spin the motor to get it going. Okay, once it's on, you get your positive part of your booster pack. Okay, and then all we need to do is connect both of them together. So you can see that it's coming out and spinning. So this indicates that this starter motor is in good condition. If it didn't plunge out or if it didn't spin, then we know we would have an issue with the starter motor, and we can strip the starter motor down. We can check the solenoid plunger, or we can check the motor itself. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Look out for the next one.